was involved. My pops came through in a clutch before I saw the autopsy. Imaging ran the streets slow, but not this long. Get out the way, but I make this money. Sky blue drip, and it's real sunny. DEA ain't getting up from it. Jury found no guilt, you'll be lost in judgment.
We come to this place for magic. We come to Duck Sanford Stadium to laugh, to cry, to care, because we need that, all of us. That indescribable feeling we get when the sun begins to set and we go somewhere we've never been before. Not just entertained, but somehow reborn. Together. Amazing plays on a crisp green field. Cheers that I can feel. Somehow, heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Our team feels like the best part of us, and plays feel perfect and powerful, because here they are. Duck Sanford Stadium. We make football better.
Kilgore under center with Mapson in the backfield. That'll be Birchfield in motion. It's just going to be a pitch to Mapson for a really good gain. He rumbles close to a first down. He loses
game most of the game against a good central secondary. And
Kilgore with a screen to Askew, and Askew's got room. He makes a man miss down to the 35-yard line. Birchfield, the man in motion. Fake the pitch to Mapson. He's going to look to the end zone. He's got a man. Touchdown, Joshua Askew.
That's why he got the touchdown earlier.
Thomas under center this time. Going to hand it off. And nothing doing there for the Panthers. Of that defense.
Yeah, Jackson Lovern had a great game last week. Getting that 4th and 1 stop. That was very crucial for the Tigers.
Mike Gunn just almost 6 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. He just had a great game. Omar Mapson on the carry. He's going to find a hole. And he gets first down. He breaks a bunch of tackles down to the Mapson in the backfield. He drops back. He's got all the time in the world. He dances around. He looks to the end zone. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown Tigers. That's a mark. I mean, he didn't really break down or anything. He had a great couple weeks, and last week he had a great week against Central. I mean, he's just a great player. And Cohen Thomas going down. That's Caleb Pitts ripping him down in
Sanford Stadium at 5 p.m. on Monday, October 14th.
Renfro, it's blocked. And Cam Crane's going to fall, and that's a touchdown for the Tigers. That'll be key in the backfield again. Thomas going to, that's Caleb Pitts with his second tackle for loss. Time tonight. A high snap. Almost blocked again. Blot on the return. He's going to run around one defender. He's got room to the 30. And he's pushed out of bounds right to the 12. They're going to hand it out to Ward. It's going to be around into Antonio Welch. And he's got the angle. He's going to dive. Touchdown Auburn. Antonio Welch from the 10.
Almost all 3 of the
Thomas going to keep it himself. Panthers defense.
saw. I mean, obviously, that first drive, he was just able to find a big open hole.
Kilgore gonna unload. He's got Peyton Plott. He stutters, and he's gonna get taken out for a first. Kilgore gonna unload. That's the sophomore BJ Collins, and he walks in the end zone. Touchdown Tigers.
Another Auburn receiver that Kilgore's been able to find tonight.
No Peyton Plott in the game. Kilgore's gonna drop back. He's gonna find Mapson. He's got open field to the 20. Mapson cuts back to the 5. He's gonna score. Touchdown, Omar Mapson.
You know, right as I mentioned.
Mapson in the backfield once again. Peyton Plott, the lone receiver to the top. They're just gonna hand off to Mapson. Right over the middle to the 10. Mapson's gonna walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Omar Mapson, his second of the night.
Big touchdown there again.
It'll be that triple option look again here for the Panthers. And it'll be a trouble with the snap. That'll be Malone on the carry, and he's ripped down. That's. You have two receivers out wide. Thomas is gonna look to them. Caleb Pitts running after him. He got him in the backfield. Gonna be a screen to Reef actually, and he spin moved to the 10 to the 5. What a move by Cash Reef. That's a touchdown for the Tigers.
Cash Reef missed 2 touchdowns actually. He missed on that deep.
For the Panthers, he'll be under center. Malone in motion. Quarterback's gonna keep it. He is met by Jackson Lovern and Kilgore. They're just gonna hand off to Mapson, and he's got a hole. He's really patient in the backfield, and he misdirects to the 50. He's got room. He's gonna get the first down across the 40, and he's finally taken down right out of this half. Kilgore gonna hand off to Mapson again. He's got a wide open hole to the 25, to the 20, foot race, and he's taken down right to the 10. Kilgore gonna get Mapson in motion, and he's gonna throw it to Birchfield to the 5. Ryan Birchfield's gonna score.
What did I say? I said to get some of those guys reps.
Absolutely. Lothard's gonna hand off to Eccles right up the middle. Touchdown, Larico Eccles from 5 yards out. His second on the season.
From Auburn High School to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, I am DeMarcus Ware, and this is home of the Auburn Tigers. There is nothing like playing for the A. This A. We won't make it easy on you. In our house.
Take no prisoners, leave no doubt. Take no prisoners, leave no doubt.
We got to get pressure on the quarterback. You either got a seat at the table, you're on the menu, baby. Hey!
Give a pregame speech. Right now, I'm going to just tell you that I love every single one of you. We had a great fall camp. Now it's time to go to work, right? The road to Tuscaloosa starts today, right? I love every one of you. Play your tails off, no matter what, right? No matter what.
Start strong, finish stronger, all right? Start strong, finish stronger. Start strong, finish stronger. Start strong, finish stronger. 124.
Make sure you get on good side. Relentless energy, relentless effort, relentless attitude.
Let's go, guys. Hey, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Knee.
Somebody take over. Somebody.
and welcome our Auburn Tigers.
We turn our attention now to the 7A Region 2 champion Auburn High Tigers. Coach Goolsby, Coach Ferguson, Coach Oliver joining us here again this week. Coaches, how are we doing?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Doing good, doing good. I'm not going to ask if we've already got the rings fitted because there's a lot more to play for than just a region championship. We were having the conversation earlier today in the office about 2017 Auburn football gave out the 2017 West Championship rings after they won. I'm like, it's kind of lame when you just have that division championship. Y'all are trying to play for more here this week or this season. But still a very big accomplishment to win this region.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
I
appreciate it.
Thank you. It was tough. Something we wanted to do. I mean, we've talked about it every week, the region's murderer's row. I mean, when you talk about Carver, not even in the playoffs. I'll remember that for the rest of my career.
Unbelievable.
I mean, most talented team we played all year, and they're going to be sent home after tomorrow night, you know. So it's something to be proud of for sure.
It is a huge accomplishment, not just of course not just for you guys, but the kids put in all that hard work all season to get that region championship. So let's go back and look at Friday night. You guys were on the road at Carver, 29-14. One of the closest games y'all have played all year since that Opelika game, really, in the Central game. But y'all improved to 8-0 with a 29-14 win over Carver. Walk us through what went down Friday night in Crampton Bowl.
Well, I mean, defensively, we defended, 92 plays, I think it was. Wow. They snapped the ball. That was the most. That's been the most in my career that I can ever remember defending. And I think we said they dropped back
65 times.
Threw it 65 times.
Gracious.
It was one of the crazier ball games that I've been in. But, I think we executed the game plan. We wanted to keep the top on and make them have to drive the ball and not just give up the shot balls, which is what they wanted to. And then, when you do that, it gets harder to run by people when you get down in the red zone. And, we got some turnovers. We had, 2 picks, a fumble, and then a block punt. So, I don't know. It was we didn't even condition we bring them in on Sunday. I didn't even condition the defense. We usually run them on Sundays. I was like, y'all got 92 plays of condition on Friday night.
Wow.
We gave them off. They were, kind of beat up and tired, but it was tough.
Yeah, I mean, just that receiving core is incredible. And they have a really good quarterback that is tough as nails, man. I mean, he came into the game potentially a little banged up with his ankle. And you could not tell at all. I mean, he went back there, and like we said, he dropped back 65 times. And he was taking shots all night, and he was eating them and getting back up and playing and competing. They've got 3 guys that have SEC offers. TK's committed to A&M, Turbo's committed to Alabama, and then the junior receiver might end up being the best one out of all of them when it's said and done. He's got multiple SEC offers right now. So super, super talented team. I know they got after it on defense as well. They've got a lot of talent and a lot of good-looking guys over there too. So like these guys said, I haven't been in the coaching profession for super long, but that's an incredible football team, super talented football team that's staying at home this week or next week.
Defensively, team loaded with athletes. We did everything we could, try to obviously put up as many points as we could. We had some missed opportunities in the game. Our defense did a great job of giving us the ball on the short field a couple times, getting some turnovers. Got a safety too, right? Yeah, we ended up getting a safety also. But give Carver the credit. I don't take anything away from them. They defended us really, really well. We were fortunate to get the points that we did, and they give you something to go back and look at on film, man. That, as we talked about that last week, it's never a finished product. There's always something to get ready for. And matchups make games a lot of times, and this was a good matchup for us. I think, again, this is a playoff-type atmosphere, playoff-type team, and I think it was great for us to be able to play a team like this late in the season.
When you look at on the defensive side of things, when you're going up against that many snaps, you mentioned 96 on that you're getting the ball snapped against you. What is that? What is the message to the guys when they're having to go out there, and what is the typical snap count? 40, 30, 40, something like that?
I mean,
50, 60.
Yeah.
So you're getting 30 more snaps against you. What is that messaging like to keep the guys not just focused, but keep them, I guess, in some sort of keep their breath about them.
Yeah.
I'll just say, like, on the headset, like, I'm up in the box, right, so I'm not on the sideline. On the headset, I could just hear how excited they were.
Yeah.
And just the energy was just incredible. I think it's probably some of the best energy we've had all year.
Yeah.
They just wanted to keep hammering away. So just to see that out of those guys, it was, we finally got into a game where we're like, okay, we can run our stuff, we can get after them, and we can do some different things that we enjoy doing and we enjoy scheming up. And those guys enjoy doing those things. We talked about how good our region is and how good of play callers we have in our region. We got some really good offensive minds in our region that can really put you in some difficult places and kind of make you feel like you're a little bit more passive than you want to be. And Coach Carr is an incredible play caller as well. It's just we got to be on the field a lot, so we got to run a bunch of different things. And so I think for us, we didn't have to really do too much of that. They had that energy in them. They finally got to let loose and play their game and really just have a really good time and get out there and be in control.
What he means is we got the blitz.
Yeah.
We haven't been able to do that a lot this year, which is what we like to do and they like to do. And we haven't. You got Smith was running the option, and you had all these. And we finally got to play somebody that was, 10 personnel that we could get after. I had no idea that we were on the field that many plays. And I don't think the kids did either. I didn't know until Saturday morning when I filtered the clips and then saw that there were 98 defensive plays on there. It's like, my goodness, I had no idea. And so I never really heard the kids do anything except let's keep going. And when it's time to go, they went back out there, and we got, like I said, we got to run stuff that we've been working on in practice and running against them forever. And we finally got to get out there and do it. And they kept doing it, and I had fun. We talked about it. It was one of the crazier games, but it was one of the funner games of the year because we got to, blitz some and then show some and then play coverage, and that was fun.
Coach Oliver, on the offensive side of things, you mentioned this is a good game to flip on the tape and be able to teach from. What are some of those things that you specifically you saw for your guys?
Definitely starting out, Carver probably held us to the lowest average per rush probably we had this season. So they were playing some games up front, doing some different things. They had some really quick guys, a lot of stunts and things that they were doing. They were blitzing a good bit also. So picking up blitzes, staying on blocks, knowing when to come off on a double team, things like that. Tight ends finding their spot, blocking on the perimeter, all those things, and just being crisp in the pass game. We missed a couple shots here and there that we felt like they clouded some reads by being so athletic. Sometimes when you're that athletic, you can play in one space, but make it hard to throw in another space, and they were able to do that. They got some long bodies out there, some guys that can really run. That number 4 that played on number 5 that played in for them, he is unbelievable. He is probably one of the better defenders we've played this year. I think I have him in my top 3.
Wow.
Great kid. I mean, those kids after that game, just fine, upstanding young men, just talking to them. They congratulated us. Their heads were held high. And you can tell that they fought and they understood it. They gave it everything they had. Yeah, really good football team, man. Really good defensive team. Their defense coordinator schemed up some things pretty good also. So it keep us on our toes, man. And I like that. We got to stay on our toes.
And I know, you guys as coaches are always, you start thinking about the next game, you think about the next opponent. When you looked at when you talked to the kids after that one, when they, they knew they won the region championship, what was the kids' mentality after that win?
I mean, they were excited, but then it was like they showed up on Sunday.
Yeah,
let's get back to work.
I was about to say the same
It was really
thing.
no big thing.
Yeah.
We congratulated them after the game on Sunday. Nobody really said anything about it. I mean, they went back to work. I don't know if that's because they're so focused or I don't know. I mean, they didn't make a big hullabaloo about it.
I agree. I don't think I've heard one kid talk about a region. I don't think I heard one kid talk about that. Seriously,
Coach, not one time. So, and they knew who Carver was too. They know, and then they know who Dothan is too. I think that's part of it. They know we can't afford to just sit back and rest on our laurels, or we'll get beat.
So let's look now at before we flip to that Dothan team here. Let's look at our players of the week here for you guys, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I think we said B.J. McGee on defense. He's a junior corner for us. He had a pick, really big pick, and then he had a Cause fumble on a blitz that we put in just for Carver. And as soon as BJ saw that formation, he turned and looked at me, and he was ready to run it, and we ran it, and then he hit the quarterback in the teeth and caused the fumble. So, and then he had several other big plays in the game. So BJ McGee for us.
And then offensively?
I got a new guy too.
Okay.
Antonio Welch. Antonio caught every target that he had Friday night. Had a touchdown and a couple big-time catches, some third-down receptions. And the reason I picked Antonio is because Antonio is probably one of our top 3 receivers on the team. And a lot of times he doesn't get the shine that everybody else does because the ball just comes out different sometimes, you know. Kilgore's been doing a good job of reading around. But when we needed Antonio Friday, he was there. And that's why he my player of the game. I thought he came up big when we needed him. He didn't get discouraged because his boys are right there catching a bunch of balls. Antonio showed up in Crampton Bowl, and he balled out on Friday night.
Excellent, excellent. A big situation, too, to be able to do that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So now let's flip the page to this Friday night. You guys are back at home, wrapping up the regular season against Dothan. You know, you mentioned at the start of this segment about Carver's such a good team to be sitting at home. Dothan was a team that was in the top 10 in the ASWO rankings at points during the season, and they're also sitting at home for the playoffs. Yeah. What is it that you guys have seen on the on film from this Dothan team this year?
Single wing, right? I mean, they run the single wing. It's such an atypical offense, and we're joking about it with Justin over there from Beauregard. He's like, I don't want to see any of the single wing. I said, well, I don't either, but we have to. And we've been defending it, since 15, I think maybe, when Darlington got the Enterprise. And they got athletes too. They're big up front, and they got some skill guys that can go. Number 0 can really run. And then they do a lot of, the single wings on atypical offense. There's false pores. If you don't know who to put your eyes on, if you just look at it, there's guys going all over the place, and you have no idea where the ball is. And so you just got to be disciplined. And we've talked to our kids all week about it's a chance for us to go. We just got through playing this high-flying 10-personnel team. Now we got to go play a team that's supposed to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust and out-physical you. So it's just another challenge for us to prove we can be disciplined and tough on defense.
On offense, overall as a team, I see a good football team. I mean, you look at their record, and you may think one thing. Look at the games. You turn on the film and you look at the scores and you look at the games they've played. I mean, them guys are like a play away from being like yards away in some games from being in the playoffs. Defensively, I mean, this is a big boy football game, on both sides of the ball. Both teams going to try to run the football and establish the run. Obviously, they're probably going to do it a lot more than we are. But they got a good front. Got 2 big kids up front, 2 young kids, too. I think they're 2 sophomores. Pretty good linebacking core and very athletic on the back end and on defense. They're going to try to keep everything in front of them. They can run with anybody in the region. So, we got to make them defend the field. And we got to play our brand of football, get back to what we were doing.
So wrapping things up this week for the regular season at home against Dothan, is it just the football game? Or y'all got senior night going on this week?
Senior night, pink out the
dog. Pink out, pink
okay.
out. So everybody had their pink on Friday.
So when I asked this to Coach Cardwell a little bit earlier from Russell County, because they have senior night this week as well. When you look at this senior class, how would you describe it to folks?
Oh, man. I remember when they came to us, sophomores, I think telling you, it was like, this class has got something about them, man. They just – I guess it's kind of like what we said about the region championship. They just showed up every day in a good mood and were ready to work. And there's so many guys that we knew were going to be good players that are good, and then there's other guys that you like, man, I didn't know that kid was going to turn out to be a good football player. Like Jackson Lovern didn't play a meaningful varsity snap at all last year, and he's leading tackle on the team this year. So we talk about it all the time, man. They're just laid back kids that really don't ever give us much trouble, and I love them. They're hopefully going to leave a big-time Auburn High legacy.
Yeah, I think it's super important, too. Their sophomore year, which is the first year we get them, they come up short. We come up short in the state championship game. They have that experience now. And I think that's why we see such a hungry group and such a focused group, is because they've been so close. They know what that's like. And I see that. I just see the determination to get over that hump, do something that no team in Auburn High School has ever done before. And so, I'm very proud of the way that this senior class has led. Caleb Pitts has played just unbelievable football on Friday nights. and it doesn't come close to how great of a leader he's been throughout the rest of the week. And that's something that we tried to really pour a lot into this offseason, and he's, just gone above and beyond. He said the same thing about Jackson Lovern. That's a guy that he comes in and he's the leader of the defense in terms of getting us lined up and everything. And that's a tough job to do, especially when you don't have much experience doing it. And he hasn't missed a beat. And so I'm super proud of him and those guys, and I just hope that we just continue to fight and see where we end up.
When you get to this time of the year and the playoff run, but y'all's will be Friday night with a Dothan team that we were just talking about is a good ball team. How do you keep your team focused on the little things, the things that you've already played all these games and they've improved on turnovers, they've improved on their blocking schemes and things. How do you keep focused on that rather than what do we got to do to turn it up to beat this next big team ahead of us?
Being consistent. We have got to be consistent in everything that we do. And that's one thing I know Coach Goolsby does and our offense coordinator, Coach Wag, do. They are really consistent in our practice plan, how we're going to attack practice, and how we're going to do the little things.
I was just about to say, practice is how you do it. Like, you got to go out there and practice and do what you expect them to do during the game, so you don't have to go out there and do anything different. I was just about to say that exact same thing.
And I think their offense specifically for us, defending it, everybody has to do a little job.
Yeah, you have to.
It's not a full picture thing, because if it's a full picture thing, you're done. You're never going to figure it out.
And that's another thing from Friday. All those kids were coming over there, and they kept saying, just keep doing our little things. Like they kept saying that under the 10. I was like, all right, they're starting to get it.
And that's what this team is going to prepare us for, that, because you hear coaches say it all the time. That's what wins and loses games, and that's what wins and loses really big games. It's just doing your job and not trying to do somebody else's job or thinking about something else. And I'm so thankful that we're playing this Dothan team this week to get ready for the playoffs for that reason specifically. Is you have to focus on the little things or you are going to get kicked in the teeth. Simple as that.
So Friday night, the Auburn High Tigers host senior night and pink out the duck at home against the Dothan Wolves to wrap up the regular season and wrap up the regular season home slate of games this week. Coach Goolsby, Coach Ferguson, Coach Oliver, thank y'all so much for joining us here this evening. We'll talk to y'all again next week as y'all get ready for a bye to go into those playoffs, and hopefully we're talking about an undefeated Auburn High team to end of the year.
Absolutely.
Hope so.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Go Tigers.
You can blame Shaw, but I ain't inventing the game. I just roll the dice, trying to get some change. When I do it twice, ain't no sense to me. I ain't innocent, I am a different man. And I can blame my environment, but ain't no reason why I be buying this expensive change. Hope you don't think users are the only abusers. I'm 10 years removed, still a vibe is in my veins. Got a hustler spirit.
On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Kristen Herring, Principal Dr. Shannon Pignato, and Director of Athletics Dan Norton, Auburn High School welcomes you to Doug Sanford Stadium, home of the Auburn High School Tigers. Auburn High School is committed to abiding by the rules and regulations set forth by the Alabama High School Athletic Association, as well as maintaining high standards of conduct and relations with other member schools. Everyone associated with Auburn High School values sportsmanship. We ask all in attendance at tonight's game to make it your personal responsibility to keep this event at the highest level of wholesome competition. Thank you again for attending tonight's game, and welcome to the Duck. Best of luck to our guests from Dothan. Enjoy the game, and go Tigers! Ladies and gentlemen, here are the probable starters for your Auburn Tigers. On offense, at left tackle, a senior, number 67, Clem Womack. At left guard, a junior, number 62, Tucker Almond. At center, a senior, number 56, Hugh Bodiford. At right guard, a senior, number 73, Aiden Platt. And at right tackle, a junior, number 75, Trenton Pritchett. Your wide receivers are senior, number 2, Peyton Plott. Junior, number 7, Joshua Askew. And senior, number 5, Antonio Welch. Playing H-back is a senior, number 84, Ryan Birchfield. And a senior, number 16, Mark Bazell. The running back is a senior, number 3, Charlie Ward. And starting at quarterback, a senior, number 11, Jackson Kilgore. On defense tonight, at defensive end, a junior, number 13, Cameron Creighton. At defensive tackle, a senior, number 98, Michael Foster, and a senior, number 55, Kyle King. At nose guard, a junior, number 99, Carnell Jackson. And at the other defensive end position, a senior, number 0, Caleb Pitts. At linebacker, a senior, number 45, Jackson Lover. At linebacker, a junior, number 11, Greg Williams. And at linebacker, a junior, number 25, Alex Campston. The safeties are a sophomore, number 6, Cortez Cooks, and a senior, number 12, Kamari Russell. At one quarterback, a senior, number 1, LaMichael Gunn. And at the other quarterback position, a junior, number 9, BJ McGee. On special teams tonight for the Tigers, returning kicks will be number 2, Peyton Plott, number 7, Josh Askew, and number 5, Antonio Welch. The punt returner will be number 2, Peyton Plott. Your long snapper tonight is a senior, number 38, Brady Reeder. The holder will be a junior, number 27, Cooper Bailey. The punting and kicking duties will be handled by a junior, number 39, Joseph Daniel, and a senior, number 43, Oliver Harmon. And the head coach of the Tigers in his 4th season, Coach Keith Etheridge.
She's just a 5, she cannot get in. I've been putting diamonds on all my friends. First seat ride, got the vibes packed in.
Come on, baby. Come on, dog. Me and you all night, baby. Yeah. All night, baby. The way you make your money right here.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming, got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon, we just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far, I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars, I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days. I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12 bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that blast first. Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with my
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are thrilled to recognize our incredible seniors who have contributed greatly to our school and community as they prepare to take the next steps beyond high school. We thank each of them for their dedication, hard work, and spirit. Let's meet our football seniors. Number 0, Caleb Pitts. Number 1, LaMichael Gunn. Number 2, Peyton Plott. Number 3, Charlie Ward. Number 10, Owen Murphy. Number 10, Ivy Foster. Number 11, Jackson Kilgore. Number 12, Kamari Russell. Number 15, Jason Hall. Number 16, Mark Bazell. Number 18, J.D. Dallas. Number 18, Ashton Wilson. Number 19, Anderson Waddell. Number 23, John Cade Wilson. Number 33, Weston Luther. Number 38, Brady Reeder. Number 43, Oliver Harmon. Number 45, Jackson Lovern. Number 51, Chris Watkins. Number 54, Ashton Crittenden. Number 55, Kyle King. Number 56, Hugh Botifer. Number 61, Carmelo Ford. Number 67, Clem Womack. Number 73, Aiden Platt. Number 74, Landon Battle. Number 79, Matthew Gibbons. Number 84, Ryan Birchfield. Number 88, Jackson Hamby. And number 98, Michael Foster. Our amazing student manager, Giovanni Castillo Chavez. Our dedicated student trainers, Abigail Black, Koi Sung Che, Matthew Jordan, and Anthony Reed Peyton Leader. Mimi McCardle. Jenna Pate. Allie Beth Raver. Reagan Robbins. And Sterling Wilson. Let's give a round of applause to these seniors. You've all made Auburn proud, and we wish you the very best on your journey ahead. Congratulations, seniors. Gentlemen, let's stand up and get into the Auburn spirit as we begin the hunt for the Alabama 7A State Championship. And now for your pregame entertainment, we present the Auburn High School Marching Band. this time, we now want to recognize the Auburn High School Marching Band seniors. Please join us in recognizing the Auburn High School Marching Band senior class of 2025. Jaden Anderson, Sine Anderson, Connor Armstrong, Cooper Beasley, Cade Black, Isabella Blair, Cameron Brock, Daniela Chapa, Ella Chenoweth, Luke Chenoweth, Montavious Coleman, Riley Cowan, John DeBoer, Joseph Enderly, Jayla Fears, Ethan Flegel, Eliana Foradori, Josh Fowler, Kennedy Foxhall, Cade Foxhall, Chaz Galliard, Freddie Hakeman, Andrew Hamner, Claire Hardman, Jacob Henderson, Hallie Herring, Landon Hughes, Catherine Lamb, Jenny Lee, Molly Lewis, Janae Merrill, Harrison Meyer, Patrick Malinkovich, Jenna Musalam, Jocelyn Nunez, Jake Podimski, Harrison Powell, Miley Ray, Ellie Richards, Kate Ritchie, Anna Sims, India Sims, James Steiner, Austin Taylor, Samantha Trejo, Warren Webb, Sam Whittington, Weston Witt, Haley Yoon, Caden Yost, Henry Wang, and Margie Grace Wilder. Please join us in congratulating the Auburn High School Marching Band class of 2025.
As long as you take your heads off. And then emo girl, we were just in science class, and I don't know, it was like a
Director of Bands, Miss Deanna Marshall. Presenting the colors in tonight's game is the Auburn High School JROTC Color Guard. The commander of the Color Guard is Cadet Randy Mangandi Bonilla, who is carrying the United States flag. The Alabama State flag is carried by Cadet Jackson Hall. The guards are Cadet Ethan Anella and Haley Cash. Please remain standing as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem. Auburn Band Boosters Association concession stand this evening, and we have a Halloween special at the concession stand. Candy Pops. Also, get your sweet and salty fix with some candy corn popcorn. Happy Halloween from the Band Boosters Association. Again, welcome to the Duck, and best of luck to our guests from Dothan. Enjoy the game and go Tigers!
Welcome into Duck Sanford Stadium for this senior night matchup between the 8-0 Auburn Tigers and the 4-4 Dothan Wolves. I'll be your play-by-play commentator tonight. I'm Charlie McGowan. To my right, we have Reese Kender on color. Reese, how are we doing?
We're doing great. I'm excited for this final matchup for the Auburn Tigers. 8-0 coming in this matchup after beating Carver on the road last week. Hoping to improve to 9-0 here at home.
Yeah, not a lot of playoff implications in this game specifically. We'll get on into the other games going on in Alabama later in this broadcast. But for now, focusing on this game, Auburn coming off a big win on Carver. Reese, what do you see there last week?
I mean, last week, the defense was able to get some big turnovers against Carver. Carver, a great team, able to just run the ball and pass the ball. They showed it against Central in that close loss they had. They also had a close loss to Enterprise as well. Their defense was very good. You know, last week was able to stop Auburn a few times. But like I said, the defense kind of really was the key in that last game for the Carver game. And Auburn really did, you know, get a big win on the road to improve to 8-0, like I said. And it's going to be huge here tonight as well for senior night.
Yeah, Carver, a really talented team. And, I mean, that's just showing you how deep this region is in the playoffs. Region has a chance, or Carver, sorry, has a chance to not even make the playoffs. A pretty high chance, actually, if Enterprise happens to lose this Miss Station, they will make it. But looking into this game, Tigers have a few keys to this game that they can get by the Dothan Wolves. And for offense, what do you see for Reese?
I mean, honestly, you know, Omar has a chance to break the record.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you're going to have to do here tonight. You know, last week, Auburn's offense really couldn't get going. The defense, like I said, kind of had to get the ball back a few times and get in good field position for the offense to really score. And I think you're going to have to get Omar the ball a lot here tonight. And also, I think Jackson Kilgore, we need to have a good game.
Yeah, no doubt. For the defense, this Dothan team is very notable for their wing T or single T offense that they run. It's really hard for defenses to really defend that, and Tigers gonna have to really do a good job on the defensive line. I mean, they just have a solid defensive line all year, but just to continue that, I think they'll have a solid chance against these Dothan Wolves. And it looks like the coin toss is going underway right now. Reese, who are some players that you're gonna look after?
I mean, like I said, you're gonna have to look after Omar Mapson, and then like I also said, Jackson Kilgore, you know, just had a great season so far. Has 1,611 passing yards on the season on 160 attempts. Just a great season for Jackson Kilgore. 17 touchdown passes, only 2 interceptions thrown, and he's having one of his best seasons, his senior season. This will be his last. And I really look forward to seeing him in this game and, you know, coming up in the playoffs in 2 weeks.
Yeah, no doubt. That was Kilgore right there on the toss for the Tigers. And countering that, the Dothan Wolves have a very strong offense, mostly on the rushing side. I mean, this Tiger offense is really led by Omar Mapson rushing. And, I mean, we have 28 rushing touchdowns this year as a team, and Dothan has 30. They have more, led by Auriel Alexander with 13. That single T offense really helps the rush game. As you see the Tigers running out of the tunnel. This is going to be a fun one here in Duck Sanford Stadium.
Yeah, I'm excited to see who wins this matchup. You know, obviously, like you mentioned, you know, even if Auburn does lose this game, it doesn't really hurt their playoff implications. Dothan could, you know, it would be nice to say you beat an undefeated team in the regular season to make them have their first loss. But, you know, Auburn's definitely going to come in firing on all cylinders here, trying to get that big win before the playoffs. You know, next week have a bye week, and then the playoffs in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Dothan is one of the better teams that isn't making the playoffs. They've held it close to a lot of good teams. That one touchdown game against Central, held it really close against Enterprise and Carver. So I mean, this is just a really solid Dothan team, and if Auburn gets caught sleeping, they might ruin their perfect season so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's gonna be an interesting game here.
Yeah, no doubt. And it looks like Tigers getting ready to kick it off here in Duck Sanford Stadium as we are about to get underway. Sorry, actually, Dothan's kicking off for this senior night. You see the spread. Auburn a 27.5-point favorite via Massey ratings over at On 3. Wolves getting ready to kick it off. Looks like Tigers won the coin toss and elected to receive.
Yeah, I mean, I like how you mentioned this region earlier. You know, a few weeks ago, Central actually lost to Opelika.
That's Speedy Askew on the kickoff. He's got room. And he crosses the 45, and on the kickoff, Auburn's got great field position right at midfield.
Yeah, you know, like you mentioned the region, like I was saying, Central lost to Opelika actually at Opelika, and I mean, there's just been a lot of region upsets this year. Auburn beat Central, and Opelika has beaten a few good teams in this region, so it's just been back and forth for this region.
Yeah, no doubt. That was Joshua Askew on the kick return, a part of that electric wide receiving core. And actually, will be Charlie Ward in the backfield tonight, the senior starting on this senior night instead of Omar Mapson. Another really talented back. That's Kilgore right out the gate, dropping back in the pocket. He's got room, and he unloads downfield and just overthrows. That's going to be Mark Bazdell, but there is multiple flags thrown.
Looks like it's going to be a PI here on the defense.
Pass intended for Mark Bazzell is incomplete. There are flags on the play. Pass interference. Defense.
Yeah, will be pass interference on the defense. Kilgore had all the time in the world back there.
Yeah, he was running for his life there. Luckily, he got a throw off. Could have been a catch there if it wasn't a pass interference.
Yeah, credit due to that stout offensive line that the Tigers have. And it will be first down inside their own 40, one play into this football game.
Yeah, this is an older offensive line with 3 seniors on the O-line, so just very poised offensive line we have.
Welch in motion. They're just trying to get Dothan to jump.
Yeah, Auburn in great field position to start this drive here.
Change of play now. It looks like Kilgore's going to stay in shotgun. Bazzell in motion, the senior tight end. And now Welch in motion. Hand off to Ward this time. He's got a hole, and he's going to be ripped down by a nice play there by the Dothan defense. Charlie Ward, another good back in that backfield for the Tigers. He's got a few touchdowns this year.
Yeah, he has 3 touchdowns in the season. Just had a great year. He's had 20 carries for 181 yards, and he averages 9.1 yards per carry.
Peyton Plott, the lone receiver at the bottom of your screen. Out to Welch, running that way. Kilgore going to drop back. He's looking towards Peyton Plott, and he's caught inside the 10-yard line. First down for the Tigers in the red zone inside the 10.
Yeah, like we've mentioned all season, this receiving core is just so fast, and these DBs cannot catch up to a guy like Peyton Plott.
And a strike by Jackson Kilgore. Beautiful throw there. Just across the hatches. Tigers in great field position to start this game. The Birchfield in motion. They're going to give it to Mapson. He's going to try to break the record. I don't know if he broke the plane. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Like Reese mentioned earlier, Omar Mapson 1 touchdown away from breaking the Auburn High School rushing touchdowns for a season record. He's sitting at 20. He's trying to get that 21. They're going to hand it off to him again. Right up the middle, Omar Mapson holds the record for the Tigers. 21 touchdowns on the season. He puts up 6 early against Dothan.
Put it in the books. I told you, key to the game was Omar Mapson getting that rushing record, and he did on the first drive of the game. And now it is in history books that Omar Mapson now holds the all-time touchdown record.
Omar Mapson from 1 yard out. And now it's Oliver Harmon back for PATs. The normal starter, Joe Daniels, suffered a minor injury during practice this week, so he will be sitting out this game. And there's going to be a little bit of difference in the kicking game tonight for the Tigers.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to get a guy like Joe Daniels hurt before the playoffs, so just going to have to see who you got tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. Really good drive there from the Tigers. Reese, what do you see?
Just a great drive by the Tigers, able to get the ball downfield really quick. Good kickoff return to start it by Askew. And then, the pass interference call really helped get them downfield. And after that, Tigers were just rolling, and they finally scored.
Actually, hold that. What I just said just moments ago, it looks like Joe Daniels is out there, actually. He will be doing kickoffs.
Kicking off for the Tigers, number 39, Joseph Daniels.
Yeah, that is Joseph Daniels. Absolutely loving that he is healthy and ready for playoffs, because he's a huge part of this team. He's a really good kicker. And honestly, you don't see that much in high school football. A good kicker is very valuable.
Yeah, like I said, he's been great all season, so.
Daniels, and he boots it. Dothan, yeah, they're just going to take a touchback in their own end zone. And we get our first look at this single T offense here by the Dothan Wolves as they get their first drive on offense. And we get a chance to look at this stout Auburn defense coming off a huge win at Carver, only holding them to 14 points.
Yeah, this Auburn defensive line's just been the story to talk about all season on the Tigers' defensive side of the ball. And we'll see it here again tonight and see if they can wreak some havoc on this Dothan offense.
Yeah, no doubt. Now Dothan in that single tee. It's going to be a handoff right away to Alexander, and he's just going to rumble for a few yards.
Alexander carries for the Dothan Wolves to the 25-yard line.
Be Sam Broadway out there at quarterback for the Wolves.
Second down and 5 upcoming.
A very interesting look. First time Tigers have seen something like this. We'll see how they handle it this game.
Yeah, very tricky defense to read here with a bunch of guys in the backfield.
I mean, you got about 8 or 9 people up front there for the Tigers. And Alexander gets the carry again. He gets a really nice gain there. It'll be a 3rd and pretty short. 3rd and 1. He actually moved the chains.
Yeah, actually gave him the first down there.
A generous spot there from the ref. And Dothan is moving the chains, and they're getting another series.
Yeah, interesting huddle here by the Wolves here.
Yeah. Yeah, Vickers in the backfield along Alexander. Vickers going to get the direct snap, and he's dragged down. That's Greg Williams and help from Alex Gamston and Jackson Lovern. A bunch of studs in that linebacker room.
Hey, Coach Ferguson's really got the job done this season with that linebacker room. Just been an incredible linebacker room this Tigers team has had this season.
Yeah, Greg Williams a big part of that. He came in late in the summer off season. He was a transfer, and he's been huge for this Tiger linebacker room. He is set up on the right edge, and now he motions back. This time it's not Vickers or Alexander. Barnes is going to get taken down right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit in the backfield.
Might have gave him, it looks like they gave him about a yard there.
That 3-man linebacker crew doing it again. Just absolutely getting after this single tee. So it's 3rd and 8 now for the Wolves.
Yeah, this is 3rd and long here. I'll be interested to see if the Wolves will pass the ball actually, or will they stick to this game plan they got going.
Wolves are very rare to pass the ball.
Yeah, they kind of remind me of Army and Navy in college football.
No doubt. Two very solid teams in college football, by the way. It's going to be Alexander direct snap. He's going to get a hole, and he's going to get another first down. Dragging a defender with him.
They look like Isaac Benford there.
Yeah, like I said earlier, this Dothan team is very rare passing. They only have 405 yards on the season combined.
Dang. Yeah, I mean, like this formation they're set up with, it's really tricky to read because you don't know if a guy's going to go left, a guy's going to go right, or up the middle. So
yeah, it looks like you have 3 backs in the backfield here.
Yeah.
And multiple of them have gotten direct snap. It'll be Alexander this time, and he is stuffed by the Auburn D-line. Michael Foster, Kyle King, and some company.
That's the thing, though. Auburn's been able to stop him on the 1st and 2nd downs, but then once it gets to that 3rd down, Auburn's really had trouble forcing a 4th down.
So it'll be 2nd and long here for the Wolves, and have not seen a passing play yet. Very interested to see how late we will see one. A little bit of motion there. It'll be Alexander, another direct snap, and he is tackled in the backfield. That's Mike Gunn and Caleb Pitts this time, 2 D1 commits getting after the back.
Yeah, good job by the Tigers defense to read that one there. And just another big stop. So it's going to be a 3rd long, so Dothan might be able to, they might have to bring out the pass game here.
Yeah, 3rd and 13. Maybe a little injury there for the Wolves. Actually, is just a little bit confusion. Actually, Alexander's going to be taken out of the game on this 3rd and long.
Well, that's the thing, though. With this 3rd and long, the Tigers might be forced to blitz, and Dothan might be able to get a little trick play in.
Me Vickers on the direct snap. He's going to hand it off on a sweep, and Thomas is stuffed. That'll be a 4th down and a long way to go. Really nice play there from the Tiger defense.
Yeah, it looked like a jet sweep here as he came across, but Tigers defensive line just read that like a book.
That's Cam Creighton with the initial tackle. Alex Scampson came in to help. Two juniors getting after the back. It looks like Wolves are going to be punting here early.
Yeah, this Tigers special teams has blocked a few punts this season, so will they get one again?
They didn't send too much. That'll be Peyton Plott back there, and he's just going to let it bounce. The Wolves down at right about the 30-31 yard line, and this Tiger offense getting another go at it with about 5:52 left in this first quarter. Reese, what did the Tiger defense do well on that drive?
I mean, honestly, like I mentioned, the start of the drive was kind of shaky. You had a few of those, that formation that Dothan's been using has really worked to perfection to start that drive. But then as the drive progressed, you know, the Tigers were able to read the formation and just find those holes in the line and get some stops. So Tigers defense, good job on that first drive to stop Dothan and force a punt.
Kilgore and Mapson in the backfield. Be a shotgun. It'll be pitched to Mapson this time. He got a hole across the 35, 45. He's got Greengrass ahead of him. It's a foot race to the 15. Omar Mapson's going to score. 69-yard touchdown from Omar Mapson. First play of the drive.
Absolutely incredible there by Omar Mapson. Just a huge run. I mean, that O-line, just great blocking by the O-line. And Omar gets another touchdown. And like I said, feed the ball to Omar, keys to the game, and it's already working.
What a run there from Omar Mapson. For another score early in this one. Now, I can't even lie. I thought this was going to be pretty close, but early in this one, Tigers are taking over pretty quick.
Well, that's the thing. The Tigers all season have been a team that scores really quick, and it's hard for other teams to keep up with a team like that. Because once you score really quick, you're already up, you know, say 21-0, and a team's just demoralized by the lead you have, and they're kind of already out of it.
Omar Mapson put on the afterburners there late in that one. Tigers punch it through for 14-0 lead over the Wolves. Oh my goodness, what a run by Omar Mapson. It'll be Joe Daniels on the kickoffs again.
Yeah, you like a quick drive from the Tigers, that last drive, and we'll see if the defense can stop them again and get the ball back really quick.
Takes it away for Daniels. Barnes caught it in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And this single T offense is going to get another go at as the Tigers go 14-0 early in this one.
Yeah, that single T, you might have to go away from the game plan if this game starts getting out of hand. You might have to go ahead and start passing the ball. Because, like I said, if you have a team like Auburn that can score super quick, like, and just get a drive done in a minute or less, then Dothan's really going to have to start getting the ball downfield quick and find those open receivers and get some scoring drives going.
Yeah, no doubt. Talking about changing up the game plan a little bit, Dothan, if they do happen to switch the passing game, Auburn's secondary is probably one of the weakest spots on this team. Carver put up over 300 yards through the air. Really punched him in the mouth. Tigers still won that game pretty handily, though. Caleb Pitts and company get in the backfield for another tackle for loss early in this one. But like I said, going back to the Carver game, putting up a lot of passing yards on this team is kind of exposing the weak parts of this defense.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's kind of been a weakness all season. We've realized from the Tigers going back to the North Miami game to start the season, we saw a few broken coverages and you know, a lot of missed tackles in the backfield. And that's one thing the Tigers really are going to have to work on heading into the playoffs and even the rest of this game.
Another example of the secondary is Andrew Alford and Dalen Upshaw getting after the Tigers secondary as a nice game there from Barnes on the Wolves, and it'll be a third and a few. But yeah, Andrew Alford and Dalen Upshaw put a hole in the secondary a little bit against Central, just exposing it just a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, Dalen Upshaw had an incredible catch that was actually called back for a holding in that Central game. But yeah, like you said, the secondary, it's a lot of one-on-one problems. You know, you got guys that are going one-on-one, and just seems like the other team's receivers are just able to catch it.
So third and short here for the Wolves.
This is where Dothan gets the advantage here on these third and shorts.
Alexander going to get the direct snap. And it's close. I don't know if he got the first.
He did.
He did. They're going to move the chains.
Yeah, see, that's where Dothan's game plan really works to perfection, is those 3rd and shorts. You want like 3rd and 4s and 3rd and 3s for Dothan. That's where it's going to really help them out.
Be a first down here for the Wolves.
Because I feel like you see that nowadays, the single T formation is really a popular formation for some teams to use because it works. Like, it confuses defenses a lot. So, I mean, the way Dothan's handled this situation going up against a good Auburn team, that first drive was kind of shaky, but you get back out here in the second drive and see what you can do. Maybe get a score up on the board.
So first down here for the Wolves. Alexander and Vickers in the backfield. Alexander going to get the direct. Barnes this time, and he's got a very good game. Now it's going to be 2nd and short.
Looked like one of the Auburn defensive linemen there. Might have been Caleb Pitts get away with the face mask, I thought I saw, but could just been the grab of the jersey.
Huge play call there from the Wolves. Direct snap to Alexander, and he handed it off to Barnes, kind of in motion, and it was a hole wide open, kind of parting of the Red Sea, and it was a first down.
Well, you would think Dothan has like just one single running back, but they have about 3 or 4 that are actually on the field. And, I mean, that's just really worked so far for Dothan. They usually either run it up the middle or run to that left or right side.
Yeah, very solid running back room for the Wolves. First down here for the Wolves. Direct snap to Alexander once again, and there's stoppage. It's going to be...
Looks like it could be a false start here.
Yeah, will be a false start. Good call there, Reese.
2 for 2 on flags tonight.
So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Wolves. Pretty strong start to this drive.
Yeah, we saw that, like I said, last drive. You saw a pretty strong start, and then Auburn's defense kind of caught on there at the end when they got to about midfield and were able to force a punt.
Would be nice to see Dothan kind of shock the defense and get a pass play in there. Another jump on the line. It'll be another false start, pushing them back even more. It'll be 1st and 20 now.
Yeah, not good for Dothan there. They just had some momentum moving the ball, and I believe now it's going to be a 1st and 20 here for the Wolves.
Looks like Vickers goes over there every time to get the play from the coach, and he relays that information to the whole team in that huddle.
Yeah, like I said, that interesting huddle they have.
Pitts and King showing a little motion.
I believe this is a neutral zone infraction. Yep.
Another great call.
3 for 3.
So this time it will be 1st and 15 once again. This might be the longest down in history.
Rare mistake there from the senior Caleb Pitts on that neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, they're showing a little bit too much of a blitz.
Yeah, trying to get going early.
Vickers relaying the information.
First down and 15.
Here's 1st down and 15 for the Wolves. Alexander off to Barnes. They're going to try to play again. This time it's not going to work. That's Kyle King and company with the tackle for loss.
Yeah, like I said, this is where the Tigers defense starts to really catch on, and you saw right here the defensive line just stuffs him right there at the line.
Absolutely.
No gain.
Really big stop there for the Tigers. That play worked to perfection last time. Ooh, looks like there's an injury down on the field. We're going to throw up the playoff bracket real quick. Take a look at the upcoming playoffs. As you can see, Auburn is hosting either Florence or Bob Jones. That'll be determined tonight. Thompson, most likely Auburn will face in the 2nd round. All the red teams are the already clinched playoff spots. The bolded red teams are the home teams. And all the bold teams are the home. Reese, what matchups on here are you excited about?
I mean, honestly, I'm excited for that Hoover Fairhope game. I think that's going to be a good game, and I also think that Austin Enterprise game will be a good game. You know, you got Eric Winters, the Auburn University commit. And I mean, just a great, that's going to be a great game there. Austin, obviously, the host in that region, or in that part of the playoff bracket there. And honestly, Thompson and Daphne, too, kind of catches my eye here.
Yeah.
With Thompson possibly, who could face Auburn in the second round if Auburn wins that first round game. That could be a very big matchup, a rematch from the state championship game 2 years ago.
Yeah, going back to the Austin game, Austin, another undefeated team, actually the only other undefeated team in the 7A Alabama state football. So that will be definitely a game to watch, along with plenty of others.
Yeah, I mean, this playoffs this year is going to be very fun to watch. You got Opelika, who is 6-2, I believe, and Auburn, undefeated. Central also has 2 losses, but I mean, look, anything can happen in the playoffs. We've seen it happen.
Really,
before.
anyone's playoffs.
Yeah,
if you think about it.
I mean,
there's a bunch of talented teams going at it. New playoff format. From the past years, so it should be interesting.
And a new stadium. Playing in Birmingham this year instead of playing either at Jordan-Hare or Ryan Denny Stadium, due to the fact that the new college football playoff rules prohibit those from happening, since the possibility of a playoff game happening at either one of those stadiums.
So the Wolves back here on offense, 2nd and 15 after a nice stop from the Tigers. And this time it looks like they're rolling out. Barnes is going to get taken down. He's just going to throw it away. They're going to call for intentional grounding. Cam Creighton getting after Barnes. What a play.
Thought his knee went down there, but I don't think it really matters, even if he threw it.
Interesting look having Barnes back there at quarterback. And Goolsby caught it on the bounce. And it will be intentional grounding. Pushing it back just a little bit more.
I realize he, obviously was trying to make sure it wasn't an interception, because if he would have thrown it downfield, it probably would have been an interception. But you kind of have to just throw it towards the receiver right there, because, I mean, he threw that basically backwards. That could have been a fumble, honestly, if it stayed on the field.
Yeah, quarterback gets put in a vulnerable spot there when he's rolling out, and defensive lineman chasing after him, and he doesn't really have anybody open.
Yeah, now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, no kidding. Wolves awaiting that play call and for that interesting huddle. Very interested to see how the Wolves attack this 3rd and very, very long. Vickers and Meadows in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Thomas. And Thomas just gets a few on the carry.
It's going to be a holding.
And there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, this will be a holding here on Dothan.
Yeah, penalty will be declined, so Dothan will be having to punt unless they want to go for this 4th and 30. Yeah.
So is that am I gonna get like some points after this, after I get all the flags right?
We should have a graphic for how many times you get the flag right.
We should. I'm 4-4 right now, so we should just keep it up.
Just keep count.
Yep.
All right, punt team out for the Wolves. Peyton Plott back there. Very dangerous return. King almost got back there for a block. Plott just going to get a fair catch, and Tigers will have it inside their own 40-yard line, right around the 39.
That was a longer drive from Dothan, that pass drive, but Auburn's defense, like I said, caught on at the end. Some penalties forced Dothan to move the ball back in deep field position, and Auburn was able to force a punt again. So we'll see this Auburn offense come out and maybe get another quick score.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was not expecting too high of a high-scoring game. Not that it is right now, but just because of how fast the game goes. With that single T look that Dothan gives, clock just runs really quick. Kilgore going to drop back. He looks across the middle, and that's almost intercepted.
Would have been a rare 3rd interception for Jackson Kilgore this season. That would have been a highlight play,
that
too.
is a risky throw there. And Kenton Jones almost got that one-handed.
Yeah,
and
I
the
don't
whole
know.
Dothan bench just wanted it.
Yeah, I don't know. Right there, like you said, Kenton Jones almost got it, but looked like the other guy guarding, I believe that was Askew back there, looked like he could have gotten it too, even if Jones wouldn't have gotten that.
Yeah, so Kilgore throwing in a little bit of two-man coverage. Actually, it's going to be a fake to Kilgore. And he stiff arms a man. It'll be a nice game of about 7 or 6. And third down coming up for the Tigers. First quarter is going to come to a close. Tigers up 14-0 over the Dothan Wolves. I don't think the Tigers know that the quarter's coming to an end yet. And it will be end of the first quarter. Tigers up 14-0 over Dothan. And we're going to take a quick break right before the second quarter of action.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to introduce your varsity cheerleaders. They're led by assistant coach Sydney Grace Edge and head cheer coach Catherine Isbell. The sophomore cheerleaders include CJ Clark, Chloe Johnson, Reagan Parker, Kate Pearson, Avery Riley, Michaela Sanford, Jenna Staley, Phoebe Wilson, and Della Wright. The juniors, Riley Castleberry, Caroline Dennehy, Katie Forum, Jamie Johnson, Ella Pierce, Emily Slocum, and Addison Turner. Your seniors, Tanara Cobb, Leah Davis, Annalise Jordan, Allie Beth Rayburn, Sterling Wilson, and your senior captains, Peyton Lear, Mimi McCardle, Jenna Payne, and Reagan Robbins.
And we're back for the second quarter of action. Tiger up 14-0. Kilgore and shotgun will be Ward in the backfield. 2 seniors. You have Plott and Bazell to the top of your screen. Bazell the senior. It'll be Welch and Askew to the bottom, both juniors. Kilgore gonna drop back. He's looking for Plott. He's gonna unload. Plott with a dot from Jackson Kilgore. What a throw! Touchdown Tigers.
And we've seen that a lot this season. Kilgore's been able to throw that ball deep. And I mean, just a great throw. Plott had to go out and get that, but still a good throw by Jackson Kilgore. And Plott's too fast for that Dothan defender. And Auburn gets a touchdown.
55-yard strike from Jackson Kilgore, the senior quarterback. Tigers go up 20-0 in this second quarter.
That was a quick drive. Another quick drive.
It'll be Harmon on the PAT. And he puts it up and through. Tigers up 21-0, just 8 seconds into this second quarter. What a throw from Jackson Kilgore.
Yeah, that was a great throw. Just a little out in front of Peyton Plott, but Peyton Plott still went out and got that.
He's got the wheels for it.
And he's got the wheels, and he was gone.
My goodness. That's probably the prettiest throw I've seen from Kilgore all year. Just after that risky throw into 2-man coverage just a few plays ago.
Yeah, and that's going to be his 18th touchdown pass on the season.
He's having a heck of a senior year. It'll be Daniels out to kick once again. Tigers just tearing up this Dothan defense.
Yeah, like I said, now Dothan might have to switch that game plan up since they're down 21-0 now.
Kicking for the Tigers, number 39, Joseph Daniel. Back in to receive number 0.
It'll be the junior, Joseph Daniel. Back on the kick. Tigers repping the pink accessories for Pink Out the Duck Night here for this senior night. Very popular game theme here at Auburn High School. Pretty good return there from Barnes around the 20-21 yard line. And the Tiger defense will get another shot at it. Looking here at this Enterprise Smith Station game. Not too close of a game. Enterprise needing this win to head on to the playoffs. If they were to lose, that would mean Carver would get the all clear going for the 4th seed. It looks like Enterprise handling business here in this first quarter.
Yeah, 35-0 in the first quarter.
Tigers actually set the record for most points scored against Smith Station ever earlier this season.
Yes.
It looks like Enterprise got a good chance to break that tonight. Looking at these playoff scenarios, if Bob Jones were to beat Huntsville, James Clemens beats Grissom, Sparkman wins, Auburn would host Florence, which might happen.
Yes. And then if Florence wins, Auburn will host Bob Jones.
Definitely scenarios. Looks like there's a man injured down on the field after the kickoff. Absolutely hope he's okay.
Yeah, Auburn already up, like you said, 21-0 now in the second quarter, and who knows? This Auburn team, the way they score, they might be up big again. They've been up big at halftime a lot this season.
Wolves now 1st and 10 to start the second quarter. On offense for them, that'll be Alexander, their lead back. And he gets a pretty solid gain here on this first down. He just got the direct snap and went around the right end, trying to make some magic around that lateral running.
Yeah, like I said, I'm really surprised that Dothan hasn't changed up the game plan yet. You're down 21-0 now, and I've only seen them attempt one pass, and it turned into an intentional grounding. So you really think Dothan would need to change up the game plan here to possibly get some scoring on the board?
I think Dothan trying to stick to their motto, just slowing the game down and running the mess out of the ball. It'll be Vickers back there. Looks like it's going to be a timeout for the Wolves. We're going to throw up those playoff scenarios again, as it's quite interesting as Auburn has a chance of hosting two teams. So looking at this, if Sparkman, talking about this Sparkman versus Florence game that's going on right now, if Sparkman were to win, Auburn hosts Florence, and if Florence wins, Auburn would host Bob Jones. Reese, from an Auburn standpoint, who would you want to host?
Honestly, I would want to host Florence. Sparkman does have a little bit of fight in him. I think Florence, honestly, Florence is a decent team. But, I mean, also I do think Bob Jones could possibly, my mistake, I said Sparkman, but Bob Jones, yeah. I mean, Bob Jones up there from Huntsville area, and I think Auburn would possibly have a good chance to get a good win against actually both of these teams. This Auburn team's just super good this season. But honestly, I would host Florence more. Florence has good competition.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, this Tiger team just really solid. And they get the 1 seed. They're going to be hosting every playoff game that they play, yeah.
Till the state championship.
Which, like you said, will be in Birmingham. A new back with the direct snap. He's going to get a solid gain and a first down. That's Sir Lathian Meadows. First carry of the night, and he's moving the chains. 8-yard pickup for the sophomore back. Because like you said, this Dothan Wolves running back room is pretty deep. A lot of good backs there.
Yeah, a lot of, I honestly think they have like 4 on the field at one time when they're running this single T formation.
Wolves now for a first down. Pretty good start of this drive, as they've done that multiple times, but they've kind of faded off as the Tiger defense stuffs them right around midfield.
Yeah, last drive was mainly penalties that stuffed them.
Alexander going to get the carry this time in a really short game, just about a yard. Looks like Cam Creighton in there again. He's having a huge night, or a huge first half at least.
Yeah, this whole defensive line and this linebacker crew's had a great, and honestly, some of these DBs have come up and blitzed, and they've had a good night as well.
Yeah, when this Wolves offense isn't showing a lot of passing game, might as well just send the safeties and corners, send the house.
That'd be an odd stat, at the end of the game if Dothan never passed the ball. It'd be 0 passing yards and like 100.
I mean, shoot, they only have 400 on the year.
Yeah.
It'll be a direct snap to Meadows again. And he is stuffed. Actually, that's Alexander. Either way, he's stuffed. That's a senior linebacker. Jackson Lovin there for the tackle. As it's a 3rd and 9 now for the Wolves.
Yeah, this is where you're going to have to bring out the pass game here. You've only brought it out once this game. It's a 3rd and 9, 3rd and long here. Dothan's going to have to try to get something going on the pass game.
You have Thomas there on the edge. You have Alexander and Vickers in the backfield. Thomas in motion. It's going to be a direct snap. And the back is going nowhere. Greg Williams, Cam Creighton, Kyle King, Caleb Pitts all in there.
Yeah, SEA defenders there for the Tigers.
My goodness. This front line for the Tigers was absolutely unreal this season. Led by the App State commit, Caleb Pitts. He had a huge game against Smith Station. He had 4 sacks.
Yeah, that was basically a legacy game for
No
Caleb
kidding.
Pitts.
Yeah, they're going to call a false start. By the whole defense was pointing at it.
I could have called that one.
Think it's a false start, Reese?
Yep.
There's 5 for 5. Pushing it back a little more, be 4th and 11. Hunter standing at his own 15-yard line.
Yeah, and like we did mention earlier, Auburn has blocked a few punts this season. Looks like Kyle King there trying to get him to jump off sides.
My goodness, he almost blocked it again. Will be Plot on the return. He's dangerous. He's going to take this one back. And this time, very rare to see him getting stuffed for a very short game on a return.
Yeah.
It'll be 1st down for the Tigers offense in their own territory.
Thought there was going to be a block in the back there because one of the Dothan defenders stuffed Auburn's defender into the ground, basically stiff-armed him in the ground, but no call. But Tigers going to get the ball in decent field position here at about the 36-yard line.
Tigers have had very short drives so far in this one.
Yeah, I honestly think there's been like one drive that's been, I think it's been a minute is the max that Auburn's had in a drive.
Kilgore and shotgun with Mapson in the backfield. That'll be Birchfield in motion, senior tight end. Mapson going to get the carry, and he shoots through the hole, and he runs a man over for the 1st down. I mean, great job from the offensive line there. Omar Mapson just finding holes all night.
Yeah, it looks like right there, that one was I think he got across the plane, so yeah, they'll give him the 1st down there. Thought he was a little
Mapson
short.
can get another carry. This time, really nice play there from the defense. Looks like Welch missed a tackle around the left end. It'll be 2nd and about 8.
Yeah, like you mentioned, this Tigers O-line has been great all night.
This is an interesting look here for the Tigers. Askew in the backfield. And he's going to go in motion out wide. And now you have about 4 wide for the Tigers. And actually 5 wide, and it will be
timeout, Dothan.
A timeout. It looks like Tigers are about to take an absolute shot downfield, as they like to do earlier in their series, especially on 2nd downs. But Dothan read that one, got off a timeout. That is their 2nd on the night, or yeah. So they'll only have 1 left in this 1st half. We're gonna take a quick look to the crosstown rivals, Lee Scott, as they have a pretty crucial game for the playoffs against BB Comer. It looks like a close game there. Just a few minutes down the road.
Yeah, the Warriors 8-7. They're down at home.
Electrifying Lee Scott offense, going at it against a good BB Scott team. BB Comer team, I'm sorry. Looks like BB Comer is about to score. Take a, it will still be a 1-possession game.
Yeah, it'd be 15, I believe, or 16, 7.
Steelers, here's the Tigers on 2nd down. Reef in motion. Kilgore going to drop back. He is looking for Reef, and it'll be 3rd and about 4. A nice play there.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not out there.
My apologies.
Number 4, Cash Reeve. Tackled on the play by number 20, Kerry Gatlin Jr.
It'll be 3rd and 4 here for the Tigers.
Yeah, really, this is, I think this is the first 3rd down that the Tigers have faced.
Looks like it'll be 5 wide. No one in the backfield for the Tigers, except Kilgore, of course. Welch in motion. Kilgore going to take it himself, and he gets the first down, and he's dragged down around the 43-yard line. Going to change their movement for the Tigers. Kilgore pretty mobile running back, showing he's a true dual threat.
Yeah, good dual threat quarterback Kilgore is. I mean, he's just able to use his legs, and that arm of his is really good. I mean, he's just been able to throw the ball downfield all season.
Mapson going to get the carry, and he's going to get a lot more yards than I thought he was initially. But going back, Kilgore used his legs a lot in the earlier games. I feel like North Miami Beach and Vestavia Hills. I was very impressed by how much he could get out of the pocket and get a few first downs with his legs. Speed shotgun, Kilgore drops back. He's going to unload. That's Peyton Plott for another reception, and he breaks free to the 20. He crosses the 15, and he's down around the 11-yard line. Peyton Plott just getting the first down, shifty.
Another good catch by Peyton Plott. First that touchdown pass last drive, and another big play for Peyton Plott here to get the Tigers in the red zone.
Poor tackle attempt there from the Wolves. Now Tigers in the red zone. It'll be Kilgore under center. Reef in motion. They're going to hand off to Mapson. And he breaks a tackle. He's inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Mapson's just been a dominant force tonight for the Tigers, and this could possibly be his 3rd touchdown of the game.
He just needed one coming into this one to break the record. He's gonna
try to go over by a lot.
Yeah, he's gonna set the mark pretty high. Kilgore under center once again. This time Askew in motion. Same play to Omar Mapson, right in the middle. Touchdown, Omar Mapson from 6 yards out. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, big game from Omar Mapson here already. And now the Tigers up 27-0 after that was an easy touchdown there.
Yeah,
the O-line just made a huge hole.
I mean, I would say this is an unreal night from Mapson, as Joe Daniels actually in there for PAT for the first time of the night. I would say this is an unreal night for Mapson, but this is just routine. You see it every week.
Yeah, I mean, just had a great season so far, and we're looking forward to seeing what he does in the playoffs.
Yeah, just a really special back the Tigers have. And they're up 28-0 here with just under 5 minutes to go here in this first half of play. Reese, what did you see on that drive?
That last drive was another quick, efficient drive. The Tigers got the ball downfield quickly, and we're just able to get an easy score like we saw. The O-line made a huge hole, and the blocking was just great. Jackson Kilgore even used his legs a few times on that drive. So Auburn with another score, 28-0, and we're almost at halftime, but this Tigers team still hungry for another score possibly.
Yeah, no doubt. And Joe Daniel out there on the kick. Really great to see him on the PAT. I mean, we got word coming into this game that he wouldn't be playing at all. Just great to see. As this Dothan offense is going to get another shot at it. Reese, what do you need to see from this Wolves offense to maybe get some points on the board?
I mean, honestly, like I said, you gotta go to the pass game now.
Yeah.
You can't just keep running the ball and expecting to score a touchdown eventually. Like, you're gonna have to score now.
A nice play there from Wake Wages, the sophomore. Really good tackle there on the kickoff unit. And the Wolves are starting inside their own 15-yard line. Right at the 16-yard line. Yeah, like you said, Reese, this Wolves team done a really good job establishing the run, but now you can maybe take a shot and go over top of this secondary.
Yeah, but like you mentioned, this Dothan team only 400 yards through the air this season.
Yeah, not very experienced
So
passing game.
we'll see if Dothan maybe goes to that passing game on this drive here. If not, then it's going to be a long night for the Wolves.
That wing tee again. This will be Vickers this time, and he is going nowhere. A sea of black defenders, black jersey defenders. I'm sorry. And it'll be second down here for the Wolves.
Now the Wolves in the single T formation again.
That'll be Alexander on the carry. He takes around the right end, and he's going to get close to a first down. He might have got that. Looks like it'll be 3rd and short this time. Actually, he stepped out of bounds about 3 yards to go.
Alexander with the carry for the Wolves. He's pushed out of bounds at the 23-yard line. With 3 yards to go, this brings up...
Yeah, it'll be a 3rd and short now for the Wolves. We'll see if they can get it here. They've gotten a few 3rd and shorts so far tonight.
Yeah, it's that single T formation once again. Seen it all night. Vickers looks like a little miscue, but Alexander is not going to get the first down. It'll be about a yard short. It was kind of a miscue, it looked like, but almost worked out. And it'll be 4th down. It looks like offense is going to stay on the field.
They might just be bluffing here to possibly draw Auburn off sides, but who knows. Dothan does seriously need a score here.
Yeah, they're kind of desperate for one at this point. Here's the Wolves on 4th down. It's going to be a delay of game. The play clock ran down to 0. And the Wolves couldn't even get it off. Looks like Dothan did get a timeout just in time. Kind of a clutch timeout there.
Yeah, good call from Dothan's head coach there. But now the Wolves will have to regroup, possibly still go for it, maybe punt the ball.
We're going to take another look at this Lee Scott game while we're on a short break here for the Tigers. Both teams scoring on their last possessions. What are the implications for this game, Reese?
I mean, honestly, Lee Scott could possibly, make the playoffs here in 3A, I believe. So Lee Scott's first year in 3A. So we'll see if the Warriors can come out on top in this game. And who knows? Maybe the Warriors will be able to get a big win.
Yeah, no doubt. Defending their home turf would be huge just to make the playoffs in their first year of the AHSAA. Fourth and 2 now for the Wolves. A huge play here in this first half. Be a direct snap. And nothing doing for the Wolves. That'll be a 4th down stop. And the Tigers getting the ball back.
Yeah, right there, just tried to run straight up the middle, but looks like just got stuck there and could not move at all. And this Tigers defensive line came in and just absolutely hammered him.
Yeah, it was Parker Dennis on the carry on the direct snap. He's been kind of a blocking back all night, and Dothan tried to shock the Tiger defense, but nothing doing there. And a nice play from the Tigers front line. And Jackson Kilgore and this Tiger offense is going to trot back out there. It'll be Charlie Ward, the senior, back in the backfield. Be 3 wide receivers to the left and Joshua Askew, the lone, to the right. Kilgore going to drop back. He throws across the middle. Payne Paul with a one-handed catch. And he's going to break across the sideline, and he steps out of bounds. He wanted that touchdown.
Almost got in the end zone there.
Yeah, that would have been
like
a
he stepped
play.
out of bounds at the 3-yard line. That was a heck of a catch, though, by Peyton Plott.
Yeah, a little bit underthrown there from Kilgore.
Nice
Plott just got it with one hand. And it'll be another first down here for the Tigers. First and goal right at their 8. Ward in the backfield once again. Be Reef in motion. And off to Charlie Ward. He's got a hole. He's got the touchdown. Touchdown. Charlie Ward from 8 yards out.
Yeah, another big rushing touchdown here tonight for the Tigers. Omar Matson's had 3, and then Charlie Ward gets his first one on the board here. And now the Tigers up 34-0, and we're 2 minutes away from halftime. This Tigers team's already up big.
Yeah, great job here from the Tigers offensive line, just making the hole there for Charlie Ward to get the angle. Tigers go up on top, 34-0. It'll be Harmon on the PAT, and he puts it up and through. Tigers up 35-0 here against the Dothan Wolves. Reese, what was good about that one?
That last drive, you know, obviously Auburn's defense put them in great field position. And, you know, this drive here, the Tigers were just able to get an easy touchdown and capitalize off that good field position that they were provided from the defense.
You can see in the top left corner of your screen, that's a Florence and Sparkman game. That's pretty big for the Tigers, as if Florence wins, they will be coming down to Duck Sanford Stadium. As you can see the playoff scenarios, it's really either Bob Jones or Florence that will be visiting Duck Sanford Stadium in 2 weeks, as Tigers do have a bye week next week. And Daniel's back there on the kick. Just about 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in this this half of play. And the Wolves are going to try to get some points on the board. And a really good job from the Tigers kickoff unit. Looks like the ball might have came out. I think Dothan falls on it. Actually, no, Tigers did
Looks
fall
like
on
they
it,
rolled
but
it down.
Yeah, the defender or the kick returner was down.
Yeah, still not good field position here for the Wolves.
Yeah, ball will be at the 12-yard line for the Wolves. And this Dothan offense gonna try and get some points on the board again. They have not shown any pass except that one failed attempt. That was intentional grounding. I think they just got to get something going.
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned last drive, I thought they were going to, but right here they definitely need to on this next drive.
I mean, hey, I respect sticking to the game plan, but here's Vickers, and he'll get a short game right around the 14-yard line. And like I said earlier, this Wolves offense, when they're running the single T, it really just drains that clock. And it's already almost the end of the first half, nearing that 2-minute mark. Wolves setting up for the second down. They've got 8 yards in front of them to move those chains. Vickers and Alexander in that backfield. It'll be Alexander on the carry. He's got a hole. Really nice gain across the 20 and right out of bounds around the 23-yard line. And he'll be moving the chains. Nice run there from Alexander.
They got the first down. Rare first down from this Dothan team so far tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. There's kind of been a trend every drive so far. Get a first down, show promising second series, and then Tigers defense.
Yeah, either Tigers defense or flags.
Yeah,
Dothan back.
There's Wolves on this first down attempt. Vickers and Alexander in the backfield again. It'll be a direct snap to Alexander, this time to the right. Good blocking there from the Wolves. Alexander gets second effort, close to a first down. Nice carry there. It'll be second and 1. Yeah, it looks like he went down, but he spun off a defender. Nice second effort there from Alexander. And clock just ticking down, getting close to under a minute. And the Wolves are not even across midfield. See if they try anything through the air. Vickers going to keep it himself, and he hands it off. That was Thomas, and what a hit by B.J. McGee.
Yeah, just upended there, and that's a big loss for Dothan.
My goodness. He put him on his head, and it'll be a 3rd down. 3rd and 6.
With 6 yards to go, this brings up
Clock now inside 30 seconds. I don't think the Wolves are even going to try to take a shot at the end zone. I mean, there's no use. They can't really, as shown in that one attempt.
Well, you would think they would try to go for a field goal, but probably not going to be able to move the ball far enough.
One last attempt at this, single T, and Alexander, nothing doing. That's Cameron Creighton once again in the backfield. And that'll end the first half. Tigers up 35-0 against these Dothan Wolves. Great efforts from the Auburn running back room. Reese, what did you see in that first half?
Just complete dominance by the Tigers on offense. You know, Omar Mapson started out the game great. 2 touchdown drives back-to-back. And then Jackson Kilgore got that great touchdown throw to Peyton Plott. And then Omar got another one. And then Charlie Ward jumped in and scoring as well later on before halftime. And then this Auburn defense has been great, been able to stop that single T formation. And really haven't seen anything to worry about in this Tigers defense.
Yeah, Tigers defense doing a great job. And we'll take a break for halftime. Don't go away, though. Second half action coming up soon.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Dennis Coe, Principal Dr. Keith Bland, and Director of Fine Arts, Mr. Scott Falk, we proudly present to you the 2024 Pride of the Wolfpack Marching Band. This season's field production is entitled Poppin' Off and features your favorite pop tunes from the 80s through the 2000s, including The Outfield and Michael Jackson. And now, without further ado, the Pride of the Wolfpack.
Dang, boy. Get in there, boy. You step over it. Undertaker should have stepped over the ropes. Hey, you put that on the seat.
Thanks. How you doing for a living, man?
That's Theobald's cousin. Theobald's cousin just had a saxophone solo.
Superintendent of Auburn City Schools, Dr. Shannon Pignato, Principal of Auburn High School, and our fearless captain, Director of Bands, Mrs. Deanna Marshall, we present the Auburn High School Marching Band. Tonight, we invite you to join the crew as we batten down the hatches, survive the beauty, seek out the treasure, and tame the perilous seas as we present our 2024 production, Dark Sails. The crew will be under the field direction of drum majors Emma Stackhouse and Sam Trey. Drum majors, we the crew. Ladies and gentlemen,
Chipotle. I'll get double meat, rice and beans.
We got this place called
Margaritas.
yeah.
I ate that yesterday.
Y'all got one here? I'll get the bowl, and I won't get no rice, and I'll get black beans and red beans with my chicken and steak or spicy chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I like to get fresh
Tico all over. I'm gonna throw jalapenos in there, some sour cream, cheese,
fresh.
the sour cream,
The fresh jalapenos. Fresh jalapeno.
I think I got pickles last time. But I do them both. And then do
Queso.
yeah. And sour cream.
I like the Chipotle ranch. But I eat that like 3 times a week.
That's good.
Whenever I move it back out, I'll probably eat it. I'll probably make it myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Auburn High School Marching Band. Band staff includes Sean Geiger, Joshua White, and Kim Chenier. Percussion instructors are Gregory Stringer and Jordan Wallace. Auxiliary instructors are Emma Vaders and Michelle Bloom. The AHS Marching Band wants to encourage you again to visit our concession stands this evening, run by the Auburn Band Boosters Association. All proceeds from the concession stand directly support the band programs at East Sanford School, Auburn Junior High, and Auburn High School. Just a reminder that we have a Halloween special in the concession stand this evening. Candy Pops. Also, get your sweet and salty fix with some candy corn popcorn. Happy Halloween from the Auburn Band Boosters Association.
We'll probably just hand y'all the ball every time.
We're gonna get murdered tomorrow.
With the red bow on top of it and everything. Oh, we might even wrap it for you.
We're gonna get murdered tomorrow.
Who y'all play? Oh yeah, Cam Ward.
When's the game? Is it 6:45?
6:45. No, Ashton Genty.
Him or Cam come with it.
And Travis Hunter might.
Yeah, that's his top 3.
Only because he plays both sides and he doesn't mess up a lot.
He got hurt last year.
Yeah, that could hurt him for the Heisman.
Hey, who's gonna be the quarterback next year?
6 or 17. He's a 9th or 10th grader, 1 2. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the one.
I think his name's John Berry. Tucker just said that he's pretty good. I like 6. I like Crawford. Crawford puts it on the money a lot. Or last year he did in JV. In JV he did last year. He put it on the money every time. Walk up. Watch
Attention Auburn High School fans, here's what's coming up in Auburn High Athletics next week. On Monday, October 28th, the JV football team will take on the Opelika Bulldogs at 6 p.m. at Auburn High School. The 8th grade football team will also face Opelika and play at 6:30 at Doug Sanford Stadium. Thursday, October 31st, the Auburn High cross-country teams will compete in the Section 2 championships. The competition will be held here in Auburn at Kiesel Park. The first race is scheduled for 10 a.m. Also on Thursday, October 31st, Coach Link and the varsity flag football squad will travel across the tracks to face off against Opelika. The Tigers and Bulldogs will kick off at 5 p.m. For the latest updates and live broadcasts of home events, follow AHS Mass Media on all social media platforms.
Welcome back to Doug Sanford Stadium as the Tigers are up 35-0 against in-region opponent Dothan Wolves. Reese, give us a quick recap of that first half.
I mean, that first half, Omar Mapson broke the touchdown record by a running back in Auburn High history. He got to 21. The record was previously 20.
He now has 23.
Yeah, 23. He's had a great game here tonight. I believe 3 touchdowns on the night. And Charlie Ward has 1 on the night as well. And Jackson Kilgore actually has a touchdown pass to Peyton Plott.
Beautiful throw.
So Auburn firing on all cylinders here tonight on the offensive side of the ball. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Auburn has just been able to stop that that single option, that
single T
that the Wolves run. And, I mean, just a great job by this Tigers team overall in that first half, and we will see them come back out here in the second half, 35-0.
Yeah, no doubt. A really good job there. Just complete domination from the Tigers in that first half. And I'm expecting no different in the second, to be fairly honest. And it looks like Joe Daniels having a nice conversation with the referee as we're about to get this second half underway. And Joe Daniels, like I've mentioned before, he was labeled injured coming into this game, as he just had a minor injury going into practice. But he's been very active tonight, and that's very big for this Tiger team going into the playoffs. There's a whistle right in. Okay.
Well, that was an odd start to the second half.
Kickoff is underway. It's going to be a touchback. And the Wolves, Tigers elected to receive in the first half, so Wolves will be getting the ball to start this second half. What do you need to see different, Reese, for Wolves to get some points on the board?
Well, I mean, we talked about it several times before halftime. You wanted to see the pass game get involved because the one pass Dothan had was backwards, and it also was an intentional grounding. So, I mean, only one pass attempt, 0 for 1, and you just got to see Dothan kind of get the ball in the air here in this second half.
Here's that single T formation. Vickers, Alexander, and it will be Alexander on the carry. It looks like the ball came out for a second, but Dothan will fall on it. That was Sir Lathan Meadows on the carry, actually. There will be a running clock here in this second half, even though it kind of felt like a running clock in the first half with how much Dothan was running it.
Yeah.
So here's that interesting huddle that we saw all the first half.
Yeah, I would be surprised to see if Dothan throws the ball here on a 2nd and long.
Dothan here on this 2nd and 13. They're going to drop back and unload downfield. First time for the night. And it's underthrown, a little off target, looking for Sir Lathan Meadows. And it'll be 3rd down and 13. It's actually the first time Dothan's actually taken a shot downfield. At one time they dropped back. Cam Creighton was getting after the quarterback and he had to throw it away. Ended up being intentional grounding.
Yeah, you like to see it from Dothan here to start this second half to get the ball going in the air. But it is a 3rd and long here for the Wolves.
3rd down here for the Wolves. They did pretty good job in the early series on some of their drives, converting long 3rd downs. And here's Meadows again, and he's got a hole. Really nice carry and a decent second effort, and it'll be 4th and 5. 8-yard carry there from Meadows, the sophomore back. And that punt team is going to trot out. Seen them a good amount of times in the first half. Getting a lot of action. Kyle King showing a lot of pressure there on the punt unit, almost blocking multiple.
Yeah, I mean, right here, I'm surprised Dothan's not going for it, down 35-0. We saw them earlier go for one towards they were deep in their territory.
Yeah.
And Auburn got good field position and ended up scoring on that drive.
Big King again, getting pressure on there. If we plot back to return, he's just going to let it bounce. Pretty good punt there from the Wolves. It'll be right at the 25-yard line. Tigers are going to get it like it was a touchback. Pretty solid drive there for the Tiger defense, just consistently dominating that front line. As you can see in that front top left corner, Florence leading over Sparkman. That is a lot of implications of that playoff game, among others. As a Tiger offense back out there. Looks like Charlie Ward, he started this game at his senior night. He's a senior back. He's had a pretty solid game so far. It'll be shotgun.
Yeah, you're going to try to want to rest Maps in here in the second half, considering that the playoffs are coming up in 2 weeks.
Kilgore in play action. He's going to roll out right. He unloads downfield. Just a little high of Josh Raskin. He got rocked. Sorry. Yeah, that is Josh Raskin.
Good throw there by Kilgore. Just a little high, but pretty good throw.
There's a man down for the Wolves. Kilgore doing a good job bowling out there as the pocket kind of collapsed early. As we hope the injured man for the Wolves is okay. Player's taking a knee. We're going to throw up that playoff implications bracket for who the Tigers may play in 2 weeks. Sorry, the graphic. And there it is.
Yeah, if Sparkman wins, Auburn hosts Florence, and if Florence wins, Auburn will host Bob Jones. And currently, Florence is up 13-0 at halftime, so looks like Auburn might host Bob Jones.
Yeah, Bob Jones came down to Duck Sanford Stadium a few years ago, and Tigers laid the hammer down that game. And if they do host Bob Jones, I'm sure they're looking to do the same thing in the first round of the 7A AHSAA playoffs. Looks like the injured man walking gingerly off the field with help from some trainers. We hope he is okay. Looks like Kilgore's going to be in shotgun with the receivers close to the line and Charlie Ward in the backfield. Birchfield in motion. Just going to hand it off to Ward. He's very patient in the backfield, and he got a hole, and he's across the 40. He breaks a tackle down the sideline. There is a flag thrown. Charlie Ward streaking to the end zone down the sideline. Touchdown, Charlie Ward. There might be a flag coming back, though.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be a holding call or a block in the back here on the Tigers.
Few discussions here for the referee. Might be against. Nonetheless, a great run from Charlie Ward. Face mask against the Tigers, so we'll be coming back. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Face mask against the Dothan. And a great run there from Charlie Ward.
Second touchdown of the night for Charlie Ward.
Yeah, he was just patient back there. He waited for the hole to open up there on the block. And just about 75-yard touchdown run from Charlie Ward. And the afterburners after Charlie Ward's got the speed. Second touchdown of the night from Charlie Ward, like you said. Tigers going on top 41-0.
Yeah, now I'm 6 for 7 and calling flags.
And the PAT is up and good.
So 42-0.
Yeah, 42-0 here for the Tigers. A really good drive there from the Tigers. That extra point was actually Zayn Al-Riyami, a 10th grade kicker. First time we've seen him all year, and he's 1 for 1. Looks like it'll be a new kicker here for kickoffs also. So 42-0 here the Tigers. Really good drive there from Charlie Ward. As you can see, as you can hear, the fans are loving it.
Yeah, I mean, this crowd so far tonight's just been great for senior night. A lot of people showing out here at Doug Sanford Stadium.
Yeah, I don't know if Doug Sanford gets enough credit. It's a great environment for high school football. And it's going to be huge for the Tigers, hosting all the games until state championship, assuming they get there. It'll be Harmon on the kickoff. They got that penalty forced in that touchdown run on the kickoff, so it will be a kickoff return right before the 30-yard line, right around the 29. This Dothan offense gonna try to get something going again. They get another shot at it. Just under 8 minutes to go. Ooh, it is a running clock.
So yeah, this second half will be a lot quicker than we saw in the first half.
Although the first half was quite quick.
Hey, he really was the best manager. No wonder you sit there. What?
And this Wolves offense back out there. Vickers and Alexander back there, and it'll be Dennis and Thomas as well. Direct snap to Alexander, and he gets a short gain after a good second effort, and it'll be second down. Like we mentioned earlier, pretty solid running back room here for the Wolves, but just not much doing it. Credit to the Tiger defensive line. They've been solid all night. A few new faces down there. That'll be Brennan Barber, Colin King, and a few familiar faces. Chris Watkins, Cam Creighton down there on the line.
Yeah, this Tigers second string defense is still really good, so Dothan's got to look out.
Alexander with the first down carry. He's been very solid all night. Moving the chains again. I'm not sure Dothan has crossed midfield tonight on offense.
I don't think so either because, I mean, no passing yards at all and only a few rushing yards for this Dothan Wolves team, so I think this is the closest they've gotten to midfield.
Yeah, they're inching near at the 43. A new series birth. And they're just chewing clock. A direct snap to Vickers this time. He's got a hole across midfield for the first time tonight. First down for the Wolves right around the 45-yard line in the Tiger territory. Really good run there from Vickers. Tyjon Vickers having a pretty solid night. Him and Alexander kind of a 1-2 punch. With a solid night from Sir Lathian Meadows as well.
Yeah, maybe Dothan can get their first points on the board here.
Yeah, they're running down the field. Literally running down the field as they Don't seem to pass it very often. This one will be Alexander, and he's got another good hole. And he'll get another first down. Actually, he might be a little short. Still a 9-yard. Wolves running all over this Tiger second string so far.
Alexander on the carry for the Wolves.
Thomas is coming out of the game. He's running off gingerly. He's been a key part of this Wolves offense in the first half. Meadows in the backfield as Alexander is going to be on the far left side. Be a direct snap to Vickers. Right up the middle. He's got the first down and more across the 25-yard line. Nice hold there from the Wolves offensive line.
And the Wolves are almost in the red zone here.
Here we go.
Taiwan Vickers with the carry for the Wolves. Tackled by number 5, Stuart Mills.
Mills on the tackle. And it will be 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Like you said, this is the closest they've been. By a lot, actually. Be Vickers and Meadows. Same formation, actually. Johnson as well next to Alexander. Meadows going to get the direct snap this time. In a short game of about 3. Going to be 2nd and 7 coming up. So under 3 minutes now in this third quarter.
Yeah, this clock's gonna keep winding down. It will not stop here in this third quarter.
Yeah. This time Alexander's gonna line up to the right side with Tanner Johnson to the left of him. Direct snap to Meadows. Hand off to Alexander, and he is stuffed by the Tiger defense. That is Will Lee, the linebacker, in the backfield with a nice tackle. It'll be 3rd and 7. Actually, 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7. A whole new look on the defensive line. Actually, a whole new look just about all across the defense for these Tigers, and they're going to try to get a 3rd down stop here.
Yeah, Coach E trying to get in everybody as possible in the senior night.
Absolutely. Vickers almost lined up as his quarterback, and then Meadows to the left of him. Vickers going to get the direct snap, and he almost got a direct passageway to the 1st down.
I believe he's a yard short.
It is close. Let's see what the placement is here.
That looks like the head official called. Yeah, he calls 4th down.
Yeah, he is calling 4th down.
4th and looks like about a foot.
Yeah. 4th and 1 here. The same looking formation, except Alexander is going to get the direct snap, and he's just going to push his way forward for a 1st down. And they're comfortably in the red zone now, right around the 11, 12-yard line. See if this unexperienced Tiger defense can get this stop here in the red zone. Clock is under a minute now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, run down towards 30 seconds.
Same looking formation, except Thomas on the right. Direct snap to Vickers, and he is dragged down from Barber. And a nice play there from Brennan Barber, the junior defensive lineman. It'll be 2nd and 8. A few substitutions in now.
Yeah, it looks like Elijah Reynolds comes in the game there.
Yeah, Reynolds and Rotten.
Gonna be into the third quarter.
Yeah, teams trotting off as Tigers put one more on the board on a long touchdown from Charlie Ward. in this third quarter of action. Reese, what have you seen?
Just like I said, coming out of halftime, this team was dominant in the first half. Not so dominant. You kind of want to, lay off on the scoring here. Obviously up 35 coming out of halftime, and then got up 42 really quick. The defense just continued to be good, even with the second and third strings in. And I really wouldn't be surprised if you see the offense do the same thing here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job from both teams. We're going to throw up the Lee Scott game real quick as they have a crucial game for their playoff hopes. Looks like they're winning by 1 right now. Kind of a win and end game for the Lee Scott Warriors across town. I don't know if you call them rivals, but across town opponent. We're going to throw up the playoff bracket one more time just to take a look at the at least possible games so far. Those red bolded are the locked home teams. As you can see, Auburn would be facing Florence right now if playoffs started today. A lot of really good games coming up in just about 2 weeks. Tigers do have a bye week next week though, so they'll get rested up for playoffs. And Vickers gonna hand it off to Alexander, and he's gonna push forward across the 10-yard line. Nice second effort there. It took about 3 people to get him down.
It looks like it might be a third and 9 here possibly. So it's gonna be a third and long here for the Wolves.
Yeah, the Wolves here just absolutely desperate to get some points on the board. Coach Goolsby, defensive coordinator, coaching them up down there. This is pretty much the future of this Tiger defense. They have a lot of seniors on that starting lineup. Gonna be a direct snap to Meadows. And a nice block there from the Tigers. Meadows cuts up field. He didn't get a touchdown, but I think he might have got the first.
Yeah, I believe he did get the first down here. Yes.
Yeah, it'll be first and goal from the 3-yard line. 2-yard line, actually. Clock close to ticking inside of 10 minutes left in this game. Dothan close to getting their first points on the board. Interested to see if they go with Alexander or Vickers here. Both very talented backs. Both having great games. We're going to go with Alexander right up the gut. He gets in. That's a touchdown for the Wolves. Braille Alexander finding the end zone tonight. Solid game he's having so far.
Yeah, first touchdown for the Wolves here. Comes in the fourth quarter. Now 42-6. Good drive there by the Wolves. Just able to get the ball downfield. Long drive here. It was a very long drive. Took, I believe, 5 or 6 minutes to score. But the Wolves get the job done and will cut the deficit to possibly 35 with this extra point.
Jonathan Castillo on the kick for the Wolves. And he puts it up and through. 42-7 now. Dothan gets on the board. Honestly, pretty good drive there from the Wolves. Just keep hammering down the run game. A lot of crucial third down conversions. Pretty solid stuff from the Wolves. We're going to throw up that playoff bracket again just to quickly look at some potential matchups. You have Hoover and Fairhope down there. Hoover's playing Opelika. James Clemens, an interesting one. Opelika losing last night to Carver on a second half effort comeback.
Yeah, that Baker Hewitt game as well. It's going to be a big one.
Austin, the only other undefeated team in 7A. So it looks like Dothan's about to kick things off First time since kickoff. Actual kickoff of the game.
It's been a long time since
Been a minute.
Kicked that ball off. So it was crazy. They finally scored in the fourth quarter here, so maybe Dothan can possibly get the ball back if they get a few stops on defense, but this game basically out of reach now in the fourth quarter.
Nice kick there from Castillo.
And like
Inside the 5.
I said earlier, I wouldn't be surprised to see Crawford Lothridge come in the game at quarterback. You know, give Kilgore some rest before the playoffs.
Eccles just running around trying to find any sorts of life, and he's going to get... And it will be first down for the Tigers. It does look like Crawford Lothridge in that huddle. Like you said, second string quarterback for these Tigers. Offense, and he's gonna get the nod from the head coach. And Eccles, Larico Eccles, gonna be in the backfield. Sophomore running back, really talented. Gonna be a handoff to Eccles, and he's gonna get ripped down. Really nice job there from the Dothan defensive line. A few new wide receivers in there for the Tigers. Looks like J.D. Dallas and Ben Walker, alongside Anderson Waddell. It'll be 2nd and 11 here for the Tigers. Lothridge in shotgun. Eccles in the backfield. Just gonna hand it off to Eccles again. And he's got a hole. And he crosses the 15-yard line.
Tripped up there by his own teammate.
Eccles a very quick back. He accelerates really well.
Yeah, Eccles actually has a touchdown this season.
He does. I came in the North Miami Beach game late in that one. First game of the season. That'll be Walker in motion. Actually, I'm sorry, that's Jackson Hamby. And that's Weston Lutheran at tight end, his first snaps of the day. Looks like Eccles is going to rumble for a nice gain. I think he's going to get the first down.
I believe he will here.
I kind of like watching these second string Tigers come in and seeing the future of this Tigers offense and defense.
Yeah, losing a lot here this upcoming offseason. A lot of seniors on this offensive line. Also, a lot of seniors in that defense, like you mentioned. So
there will be a first down here for the Tigers after a nice gain from Larico Eccles. Yeah, 3-man stack at the top and then 2 go in motion. J.D. Dallas and Hamby, 2 seniors. It's going to be an illegal motion or false start. Actually, all senior wide receivers in right now. Waddell, Dallas, and Hamby are all senior wideouts for the Tiger offense. Nice to see them get some playing time on senior night.
Yeah, like we mentioned, this is a big senior class, so
huge.
Good to see, like you said, a lot of these players get some action tonight.
1st and 15 now. Lothridge gets Hamby in motion. It's going to be a jet screen to him. And Hamby's going to get tackled down at the 10-yard line. Nice shot from the Wolves getting in the backfield. So 2nd and even longer now. See if they let Lothridge unload downfield.
Honestly, Auburn could kind of let this clock just keep running.
Really could. He's 2nd and 20. Now you got Jaden King in the game. Sophomore wideout. Bring Waddell in motion. It'll be a sweep to him. He cuts off field. Nice gain. It'll be about 5. A 3rd down coming up. Tight end Wilson coming in the game now. Another senior. It'll be 3rd and 17 now. Get that 3-yard pickup from Waddell. I think Tigers are going to take a timeout. 3rd and 17 coming up for the Tigers. We're going to take a quick break right before this third down. For the Tigers. Lothard in shotgun for this 3rd down play. Gonna give it to Dallas on the sweep. He's just gonna get a short gain. He crosses the 15-yard line. Tigers gonna bring up that punt team. Surprised he didn't let Lothard's throw it downfield, but I guess that's just out of respect
for the other team.
Yeah, for the other team.
Well, honestly, if you're Auburn here, you're going to try to waste as much time as possible to get this game over with, because we're down to almost 3 minutes here in this game.
Be junior Cooper Bailey in now. He's gonna punt it down the field, and it will cross midfield. Keep rolling. Still rolling. Nice punt there from the junior Cooper Bailey. As this clock takes under 4 minutes now. Dothan Wolves, I mean, they have a chance to go down and get some more points. Make the score look a little better after this one.
Yeah, now it looks like you're bringing in the 3rd string defense here for the Tigers.
So it looks like there's some new backs in the backfield for the Wolves. Meadows is back there. There'll be a direct snap. Nothing doing there for the Wolves. It'll be 2nd down. Right at 9 or 10 yards. Actually, no, it'll be 2nd and 6. I'm sorry. Tackle there from Russell. It'll be 2nd and 6 now. Clock under 3 minutes. Dothan really letting it chew out. Jalen Neal in at quarterback. They are looking at that same wing T, single T formation. Meadows gonna get the direct snap, and he crosses close to the midfield. It'll be 3rd and about 4 to 3 yards. Clock nearing 2 minutes left in this one. And Tigers on the verge of getting their 9th win on the season, going perfect.
Yeah, one of the games was canceled. The Moody game was canceled due
to a false start
to a hurricane, but Auburn still 9-0 on the season. Good season for the Tigers.
Will be a false start on Dothan. Yeah, Hurricane Helene kind of stopped that Moody game from happening on that Thursday night. Moody's a pretty talented football team.
Up there in 5A.
They are. Fourth and 8 now. 3rd and 8 now. Sorry. For this Wolves team. After that false start penalty. Under 1:30 to go. Meadows gonna get the direct snap. And he rumbles for about 2 or 3 yards. And it will be 4th down. Like Lawrence Sparkman got a safety. It'll be 13-2 now in that game.
Looks like now there's gonna be 4th and about 6 for the Tigers. Special teams here, and Dothan, you know, just gonna try to run the clock down as much as possible.
Definitely the interesting score there in your top left corner. Florence and Sparkman, quite the few playoff implications for that game.
Looks like Dothan here is going to go for it.
4th and 6 with about 30 seconds to go in this one. See if they can get a buzzer beater. And it looks like Tigers going to stop on 4th down.
And that looks like that's probably going to do it for the game here.
Clock going down from under 20 seconds, and that'll be a 4th down stop for the Tigers. And it looks like teams are just going to walk out on the field and shake hands. Tigers taking this one 42-7. Just absolute domination from both sides of the ball here for the Tigers. Dothan running that single T offense just couldn't really do anything against this solid front line for the Tigers. Race forward some good stuff tonight.
I mean, honestly, just, one thing before I get into the players and stuff of this game. Honestly, good job by the coaching staff, Coach Etheridge. A great season, great regular season, 9-0. Obviously, playoffs still coming up, but just a great regular season by head coach Etheridge to get nine wins and go undefeated. But honestly, in this game, I saw just Auburn was able to dominate in the run game, the pass game. Didn't see that as much. Obviously, I thought that probably wouldn't happen due to the fact that, Auburn's pass game, you try to limit that so you don't show those teams that you could play in the playoffs as much. And, I mean, the defense, obviously, good as usual. Only gave up 7 points, but that was late in the game. This Tigers defense really, I think, will be a key in the playoffs to help them get to possibly a state title.
Yeah, looking forward to the playoffs. Reese, who are we looking forward to playing for first round at least?
Honestly, right now the Florence and Sparkman game's 13-2. I think that's who you're gonna get. I think Florence will be the team Auburn plays as long as they hold out in that game. If not, then it'll be Bob Jones. But I do feel like here that there's a chance Auburn will face Florence, and I honestly feel like that's going to be a good matchup, considering both of these teams have been really good this season, and I feel like Auburn's going to have a tough fight in that first round.
Yeah, that first round of play will be at Doug Sanford Stadium, and then if we're being crazy and looking forward to even the second round of playoffs, there's a good chance Tigers, assuming they win the first round, they get to host Thompson and a little rematch from the 7A state championship from a few years ago. How excited are you for the possibility of that, Reese?
I mean, I'm stoked. I think that's going to be a great matchup. If both teams were to win their respective games in the first playoff game, I do think that will be one of the best games you will see here at Doug Sanford Stadium. I think it'll be a great game, and Auburn can prove a little something if they could possibly pull off a win.
Yeah, no doubt. That'll do it here from us at AHS Mass Media. We hope you enjoyed the game. We hope you get home safe. And as always, go Tigers.